Okay, now you got me live.
Now we're live.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is It's Casual for its very first time on Kimono My House. The very first time. Welcome. We have. It's been a rough week this week. We lost one of our community members, a very sweet woman, Hillary, and Greer Cooper, and. You know, it's just been a tough week for all of us because she was so supportive. She was such a fan of everybody that was performing on Kimono My House and also on SDF, Social Distance Fest. She was our cheerleader. You know, she was rooting us all on, and she was, you know, calling people into the room when we needed her to. Jonathan does that a lot too. So again, she was very important to all of us. And all of a sudden, boom! You know, Tuesday we all find out she's gone. So this show is dedicated to her. Just wanted to say that coming out of the gate. And Jonathan, as always, we will start with a short song by you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.
And I want to welcome Miss Kim Ware, who is Miss Kimono My House herself. And also welcome Mr. Bob Ross to the show tonight. People are wondering probably, why did we jump over to Kimono My House? This is a valid question. And I'm going to point up to the box, the other way, up in the corner there. There is a producer girl named Renee who I almost killed this last 2 weeks. She physically was in harm's way because we were trying to link up StreamYard with Social Distance Fest, and we could never get it to work.
Well, we did get it. For the record, technically we were able to get it, but at what cost?
Can you guys hear Renee fine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, how about saying something for us real quick?
Something for us real quick.
Very good. Awesome. Jonathan, how about talking to us for a second?
Yeah, I just want to say
thank you
all.
Okay. I'm kidding. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Okay. I just want to say thank you all to those of you who checked on me this week, talked with me this week. I told Renee before we went on that if I didn't have a community such as KMH and SDF, when something like this happens, I'd just be spiraling right now. And y'all checking in on me and making sure I'm okay really means a lot to me. I love y'all, and I'm forever grateful for all of you. Thank you.
We are all here for each other in this community. I'm telling you right now. Kim, would you like to say hello to everybody real quick so we can hear you?
Yeah, and let me know how my volume is. I have an external mic, and usually on StreamYard I have to crank it all the way up. So
your volume's
okay?
She sounds great, doesn't she?
Awesome.
Yeah. Sound quality's good and everything.
I rest my case, Your Honor. We have perfect audio all the way around. What can I say?
Oh, gosh.
So
there's nowhere to go now except
at full speed. And I have
KMH always has the best audio.
My hair is perfect tonight. So it's just very nice to have you all here and have everything working the way it's supposed to.
I know. It's so calming. It's so great. I'm so relaxed right now.
So I think we might have to make this jump permanently. You know, let's see if we can get that Tuesday night slot here, you know. It's regrettable. I mean, we wanted it to work, but I always had that lag in my audio, which was causing
And
problems with
he's
questions and
also in the
answers.
basement now, right, Rory? You're also in the basement. You're in the
Well,
basement.
I'm downstairs, yes,
Okay.
closer to my router. But again, everybody sounds great.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
sounds amazing.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, I mean, there we go. I mean, we have to go with what sounds great, all the way around, not just one or two people.
And
So
I just need to
I'm
say that
very
Bob
happy
Ross
that everybody's feed is smooth. The audio looks, the video looks good. The audio sounds good. I'm just.
I know. It's okay. Don't get too excited. Something could go wrong.
Ready.
The tech gremlins are going to hear you, Rory. Shh, don't tell them.
There it goes.
So, all right. If we could, let's talk a little bit. I want to hear some of your comments about Hillary. I myself just met her a couple of months ago. I've only been part of this community for just a couple of months. And Bob and I were coordinating back with her. I made a trip down to South Florida to see my brother in Key Largo. And I thought I was going to actually have to go and rescue Josie down there in the Boca Raton area. We won't go further into that. It's just Josie decided to stay down there and she disconnected from a bad situation. And that's all I'm going to say. But I went back and forth. I chatted back and forth with Hillary quite a bit about that. She was very worried for Josie at that time. So that's basically the extent of how I know Hillary. And again, we've had some private conversations, and she was just a very sweet woman. And I realized that. So I'm going to turn it over to Renee first, and then we'll pass it around the row here.
Yeah, it's really, weird when we went. This is the first time we've gone live like this since Hillary's passing. And I'm not kidding. I literally looked for her because it's just a weird situation, because usually Hillary and Bob Ross both were these like canary in the mines. I go wherever I go live in like in a concert or in a show, they're the ones who are really honest and really telling you what's going on. And Hillary, I remember, there's a fun. She had the best sense of humor, and there was a funny thing that we were doing with Dennis and Jonathan like about a month or two ago. And Jonathan and Dennis were doing some kind of a joke, I guess, about me. I guess my cleavage was in the thing, but I didn't know. I couldn't see it. And I didn't know what they were talking about. And it was like, and I kept saying what? And they just kept laughing. And the next thing I know is Hillary's in there going, "It's your boobs, Renee. Your boobs are in the camera. You need to." I was like, "Oh, shit. Like, thank you, woman. Thank you for coming to it." She would do stuff like that. She would rescue me real time, and this great sense of humor. And she was so great with like the Amber Taylor Tardance night that we did was so profound. And Hillary was just there talking about, and Bob, I remember you too, talking about what a fantastic conversation that was. But she was so profound, and then she'd be so funny, and then so profound, and then so funny. And I thought I was going to meet her this summer because I wanted to go down there. And anyways, it's just weird for me to look at the comments right now and not see her there. That's just weird.
I've got to turn on my comments. I'm not seeing them.
Yeah, you have to press, just to the right there, and you'll see people coming in. And
Nope.
it's not her.
I think I've had this problem before. I couldn't see the comments, but
that's weird. Can everyone else see the comments?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right
I can
now.
see them. I had to switch it from private chat to comments.
Oh, you're probably in
it.
private chat, Rory.
Yeah.
Just go up to the top box on the right, and it says comments.
Okay. Bob, what would you like to add to that?
Yeah. Okay. So I think about the same time when Rory and I were both working with Hill to try to resolve with Josie. Hillary and I started these long 2 or 3 hour long chats, and we're both old love warriors. We've been through a lot, and it was very comforting to hear her words of wisdom. And I'm Appalachian. I grew up in West Virginia, so I speak her language, and we had a lot of this just created a bond of real friendship. And I was so excited when she was planning to come down for the Buck Street show, and she was going to bring Jonathan, and this was just going to be like the beginning of this huge connection that we're making, in in an actual live setting. Um, it was pretty devastating when her boyfriend reached out to me. I just didn't know what to think. I mean, I hadn't really talked to him, and I knew who he was because Hillary had talked about him, but it was pretty devastating to hear what had happened. And I went back and I read that little still, and it's still stunning. I've lost a lot of people. The older you get, the more you lose people, and it just never gets easier. But Hillary, is, uh, she's going to be missed. My conversations with her, I don't really want to go into it, but like I said, we're warriors of broken hearts, and she's so tough and resilient, and I'm going to miss that so much.
Very good. Jonathan, do you want to add to what you said earlier?
Yes.
As far as your relationship with Hillary?
Yeah, I didn't come to know Hillary until later. I knew of her daughter Josie. We had rode school bus together back a while back, and me and Josie had grown close then. And funny thing is, me and Josie, we never really got super close until after she left here. She went to NCSSM, North Carolina School of Science and Mathematics in Durham, and left there, went down to first to New Orleans. I forget which university down there, and then she went to FAU there in Boca Raton. But every time she would come back up here, I made it a point to get up there and see her and see Hillary. And my gosh, the fun times that we had. Hillary and Josie getting up at the Phipps store where we all play bluegrass on Friday nights and hearing the both of them sing, and the escapades with their cats, because they used to have a bunch of cats up there at their house. And I love cats, and I've said this in the past. I love cats more than I do dogs. I don't hate dogs. I just prefer cats. But even with cats, I'm still leery of them climbing all over me. And sure enough, every time I would go up there, those cats would make it a point to just climb me like a tree. But I got used to it.
We've seen Hillary, a lot of cats this week in the green room.
Yes, we have.
And I hate to say that I think I started that.
Much to Bob Ross's chagrin, that chat has been all cats.
I know.
But just a few, I'm going to say just a few things more, and jump back. Hillary was someone who loved life, even though she had fought a lot of battles in her time, and she never got down in the mouth about life. Never. I mean, she just had such a positive outlook on everything, and she loved hard. She had such love for everybody. It didn't matter if it was someone a mile down the road like I am. It didn't matter if it was someone on the other side of the world. She had all of the love, all of the admiration for everybody that she ran across. And I think that showed clearest when I got her in here into KMH. Y'all saw her love and her admiration for all of you as performers. And I've lost a true ray of sunshine. I've lost one of my biggest fans, and I contemplated honestly, I gave up. I contemplated giving up streaming, live streaming, doing concerts and poetry readings. But then I know if I gave that up because she passed, she would come back and haunt me in a dozen different ways. So I'm gonna keep doing them. They will never be the same, obviously, as when she was here. But I know that she would want me to keep doing these, and I will. I will as long as y'all will have me.
She'll keep watching you.
Yes.
Obviously, she was a free spirit, and yes, she had a heart of gold. There's no doubt about it. She had a lot of love to give. There's no doubt. Kim, you want to tell us what your experiences with Hillary were?
Sure, yeah. Like I only knew her from KMH. You know, I
Mhm.
didn't really know her, but I did want to say, because you know, as someone, obviously, I've spent a lot of time with KMH. I've been there since the beginning of it, and seeing it grow like it did, you know, it's been great to have a place for us musicians to share, right? And a lot of the members are musicians, which is amazing. And I think what the beautiful thing about Hillary and about like people like her, and I really am glad I get the opportunity to say this, is like they are not there to promote anything that they do. They are just there to show support. And that's what she did. And she, especially with the BLT shows, I went back. I was looking at like some of her comments, I guess yesterday, and like she just loved those shows and she was so supportive of them. And like that's like as a performer, when you can find people like that that they are there for no other reason than just because they truly love it, that is wonderful. And we were so blessed to have her.
She was a Tom Cheshire and Lars Nagel fan. There's no doubt.
Yes, she
And,
was.
Yeah.
Yes, she was. I
um,
told
Yeah.
one more thing on
a lot of
I
support
told
there.
yes,
Yeah.
I told Renee. Maybe I told Renee this, or maybe I told someone else, but you know that a community is brawny and wide-reaching when a ray of sunshine like Hillary fades out, but yet it makes every other one of us brighter.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
I mean,
Agreed.
I've said enough, and if I say any more, I'll probably start bawling. So I'm just going to be quiet now.
Well, just remember, Jonathan, when the Christmas tree light goes out, it doesn't necessarily mean all the other lights have to go out.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right.
Okay, we can
That's right.
actually shine brighter. You know, she would want us to, I think, and continue on the way she enjoyed. You know, because there's other people out there that are the same as her, as she was.
Yeah.
They're watching and they're rooting for us.
Yeah,
So
that's one of the things, Kim, that I noticed about her too, is she's one of those who was never there to she was never there to promote. There was nothing Hillary oriented. She was there as someone who was a glue, someone to glue us all together, someone to just support, to just offer love and insights and brightness. And what a difference she made. I mean, that's that's one of the things is like when Hillary would walk into a live stream as a performer, you know that things are going to change because she's going to change how other people are reacting. She's going to encourage other people to react. She's going to add, she becomes her own performer in a way because now she's commenting. And so, Kim, that really resonated with me. And then, Jonathan, I wanted to know if you could talk a little bit about that last night with Hillary at Mama Bird at
Oh
Brooks live
yeah.
stream.
Um,
That was actually how she spent her last night on Earth, actually on a live stream. So,
oh wow.
yeah, I don't know how many of y'all know about Brooke Hall, also known as Mama Bird, but she is a prominent streamer over on Socially Distant Fest, and she usually does a stream on Monday nights, and I tagged Hillary in the stream like I always did, and she showed up and seemed really moved by what Brooke was saying, and I find it so appropriate that a stream of Brooks would be the last that she would see before she left this side of eternity, because Hillary lived all that Brooke preached. Like, Brooke always is talking about positivity and being a light in others' lives, and I mean, Hillary is just like that, and this shows you just how fast life can disappear. And I was thinking about this, funnily enough, leading up to when Hillary passed. There's a great guitarist, Stefan Grossman, that I listened to. He had formed a close friendship with the great Mike Bloomfield, and they were planning, Mike and Stefan were, for Mike to record some videos of him playing various tunes and the like to be released for sale. They were talking about that, and 2 nights later, Bloomfield had passed from suicide. So it just show. I've been thinking about that, and then to have it actually happen to me just like that, someone I hold near and dear just leaving me like that, it just really, really hit me like a ton of lead.
Well, and again, it was a natural death from what I was told.
Yep.
So again, it can happen either way. You could lose somebody tragically. Like I lost my father in a truck accident. He had a heart attack because he was in a truck accident, and or you could lose them from natural causes. They're still gone, and it still leaves a void in your life as far as you miss them. And again, it's a testament to the person themselves. How much you miss them and what they meant to you. And with that said, there have been a lot of people this week that have paid tribute to Hillary. On Wednesday, the Lars and Tom Cheshire did their tribute. Diane Marie also did a lovely tribute this week, playing some songs and music. And I think that's where we need to go right now. And if Kim can play some songs for us now, I think that would be wonderful. It could bring our spirits up some.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I don't know if Renee has a song or two in the wings as well, but
I can. I haven't sung since Hillary left, but I can.
Usually she's holding her guitar for the whole show. So
I know. I need to go back and get it. I'll go get it. I'll
Go
do a
get
couple
it.
for Hillary. I'll definitely
It's
do it.
time.
Kim, please play us some songs, and this is for Hillary.
I would be happy to. I don't know how much they'll lift spirits, but I guess I didn't prepare like a set list or anything. I thought I would just kind of go with the vibe. But
your songs always lift my spirits.
Oh,
Same
thank
here.
you,
Same
thank
here.
you, thank you.
Yeah, same,
Well,
definitely.
I was thinking that I lost my dad a couple years ago, and so I've written lots of songs about loss. And the one that just came to mind immediately was this song "Rabbit Tattoo." I think I've played it for KMH before, but songs are it's such a wonderful cathartic means of dealing with loss. And this one, it's like many of my songs, it's very true and very autobiographical. When my dad passed away, I came over to my aunt's house to let her know that morning, like right after it happened. And coincidentally, that's the house that I'm living in now. And when I was outside waiting for her to come out, I sat down, and it was kind of like the first moment that I had to just sit, because it was like, adrenaline, running on adrenaline, like for the previous like few hours. And I sat down, and as soon as I sat down, this rabbit hopped up and sat probably about 15 feet from me, and just sat down and just stared at me motionless for like a good probably like 2 minutes or so. And I was just looking at him, and he was looking at me. And then finally it turned around and like it hopped off through my dad's peach orchard, and it just really meant something to me because it was the first it was just the first like life, that I had seen like after that happened. But also my dad had really big ears. And so now whenever I see rabbits, I think of my dad, and I see rabbits all of the time here.
Well, and that's why
fact,
Jonathan was laughing just a second ago, because
Yeah.
before we started the broadcast, a rabbit went by your window and you went, "Oh,
Yes.
rabbit!"
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole
Kim shared
family
with
of
her inner
them.
dog.
We see them every day, and it's so wonderful. But anyway, that's a very long introduction for this. I tend to memorialize things with tattoos. I've got about 10 of them, and so I've been planning a rabbit tattoo, which I have not gotten yet, but I did write this song from that. I'm planning a rabbit tattoo, something to remind me of you. I just have to find the right place to reflect your style and your grace. It don't have to be in color. You are so black and white. I should probably think it over. Give it at least a year. Time for my head to clear, as if that's possible. It seems impossible. I'm planning a trip to Tennessee, something for my mama and me. She don't wanna get on a plane. We might take the bus or the train. We don't have to bring my brother. He'd only start a fight. Maybe I should think it over. It's been at least a year. Surely the air has cleared, or is that possible? It seems impossible, 'cause grief takes up all the space in my suitcase these days, and it's getting hard to see the clarity through the haze. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. It don't have to be in color. You were so black and white. I should probably think it over. Give it at least a year. Time for my head to clear, as if that's possible. Could it be possible? Well, they say anything is possible, but it seems impossible. Impossible. I don't need no rabbit tattoo. I'll always remember you.
Wow. That was
thanks.
powerful.
I'm like the little
I
kid in
wanted-
Oliver. Please, sir, I want
I
some more.
wanted to show Bob Ross on his harp, and then he took it
Oh, he
off.
was-
I was trying to show.
Burning that harp, and
He
then
just
he
took it off
away.
like he was embarrassed. I was like, "Come on!" I wanted the crowd to see you do it. How often do we get to see Bob Ross actually playing along? He was playing along with you, Kim.
He was making it cry.
Hard. And I can't believe it. I picked it up as soon as you started playing. A minute late. Love. Oh my gosh.
Impeccable timing.
Let me get my tambourine.
I can't wait to jam with you guys.
That was beautiful, Kim. That was so
wonderful.
good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And it was so appropriate for tonight too. Just I was thinking of Hillary the whole time. It was so beautiful.
It was apropos.
Yeah,
It was.
good.
Would you like to do another?
Would you guys like another one in that same vein? I've got a lot of them.
Go for it.
Let's do it.
Do
This
it.
is a
Let's do
tribute show.
Oh, well, this one's for Bob. So this one, I am not a fan of saying what songs are about, and that's kind of like a rule that people tell songwriters, right? Because it might be about one thing to me and about something very different to the listener, and it's just as valid, right? So I wrote this one. This is an old one. I wrote it. God, it was on an album I put out in 2014, so I must have written it in like 2012, 2013. And for so long, I think a lot of people just thought it was a relationship song, because I have written a ton of breakup songs in my time. And even the guy that I recorded this with, like, later when he found out what it was really about, he was just like, what? I had no idea. And so anyway, I started telling people that this song is, I wrote it for my cat when we lost our cat named Snowden. It was so tough, and it was really, really devastating to me and my husband. And this song helped me cope with that. And it's interesting, because once I started letting people know that, it seemed like people kind of saw this song in a different light, and it really, I think it became maybe even a little more impactful and helpful to them. So I thought I'd play that too. This is called Cold in California.
This one might choke up Jonathan then, if it's about cats.
Well, I don't know that you. I mean, I don't know that you could tell,
We'll
but
see.
yeah, it's very much. It was very much a means of coping with that loss, for sure. And I would write, like, after he passed away, like, I guess I started writing it maybe a few months after, and I would write a verse before I would go to work. And I would play that verse for my husband, and we would cry, and then I'd go to work. And then, like, a few days later, I'd write another verse, and then I'd go. So it's like over time, it all came together. And anyway, it's called Cold in California. It's so cold in California, I didn't even bring a coat. And I guess I should probably warn ya, there's a reason we're going broke. 'Cause I bought shoes and I bought bags and I bought everything, but all the money in the world won't bring you back to me. Thought I saw you in the hallway, it was only in my mind. They say it's all part of the healing, it'll go away in due time. But I've been spending all my days wondering what might have been. But all the prayers sent up to God won't bring back my best friend. I threw away your favorite but still it's so hard to believe that everything has changed. I rearranged the furniture, I even sold my bed, but I'll have to buy a brand new house to get you out of my head. It gets cold in California, I probably should go buy a coat.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I could definitely see somebody mistaking that for a song about a relationship.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you told us about the cat factor of that,
Yeah.
because it just made the whole song pop for me.
It is so sad. I wrote I had a cat that died when I was a teenager, and I did write a song. It's just about his death, but it just wasn't as good as that, like at all. Like I even forgot it. It actually like sucked. But it was this. But it's this idea of like songwriting does help you process these big emotions. It's a big deal.
God,
So
for sure.
that was so beautiful, Kim, and you could extrapolate that to any relationship.
Yeah.
Pets are like family.
Yeah. Totally, they are. And like for me, that song about it's cold in California. I didn't even bring like all of that. It's like we went to California and it was colder than I anticipated. And I didn't bring a coat. And anyway, I don't know if you caught the line about like I bought shoes and I bought bags and I bought everything. I tend to seek retail therapy if I'm having a particularly hard time, and at that time I was like buying a bunch of buying boots and buying stuff and like I was thinking like maybe we should go to California again, and yeah, just all of that stuff was what was kind of going through my head at the time. So
Kim, I have a request.
What?
Oh boy.
Play Making My Bed.
Oh God,
that song has been in my head for like 2 weeks now.
Oh shoot! And I haven't played it in a while. Can you give me a second? I don't mind playing it at all, but I need to pull up my lyrics, and I need I'll need to retune.
I'm sorry for putting y'all on the spot, but that song had just been circulating in my head. I couldn't get it out.
It's so kind of you, because I mean it's such a weird little song, right? I mean it kind of is. But
I mean, it's not on David Byrne's level, but
I don't mean we're
nothing
like that.
is on David Byrne's level. Even David Byrne often is not on David.
Absolutely nothing is. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind trying to play that.
Same as ever was.
Same as ever was.
Oh
We need the suit. I want to see Kim dressed in one of those big white suits that start making sense. That would be so cool. We're gonna do it.
That would be amazing. So yeah,
you just gave Kim a Halloween idea, Renee.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Kim H. Halloween's gonna be epic.
Oh God!
We should all dress up as one another. I want to dress up as Jonathan.
No,
I'll get a hat. I'll get a cap.
No,
yeah.
You don't want that.
Well, send me that crappy wig of yours, and I'll dress like you.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the Maryland wig. I'm gonna send you the roadkill. The Maryland.
I guess that means I gotta dress like Bob.
Yeah,
Maryland Monroe kill.
Gotta make a beard.
All right, let me drop.
I'll shave
the tuning on this, and then I can try to play that.
Yeah, because Bob Ross gets angry if we're out of tune. That's his one thing.
Yeah.
He's always there. Even Lars Nagel, he has Lars like tuning. See,
he
Bob,
has Lars on a whip, like tune that.
Bob Ross is running this show. He's the Wizard of Oz.
I literally sent Renee.
Pay no attention to the man in front of the screen.
Bob would turn flips if he watched Jake Allen's streams.
Oh my gosh, of course.
What?
I don't know if I can remember it, Jonathan. Seriously,
okay,
I don't know if I can remember that one.
If you can't remember it, you don't have to do it.
Save it for a later show.
I can't do it if I can't remember it. Then it's like impossible, right? So
you can save it for a later show, but you have to dedicate it to Jonathan.
Okay. Yeah.
Kim, do the one about hell. I'm going to hell.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that I cannot
all
seem
right.
to
That's
remember
all right.
how that one starts. So I should have known that
You
to have that
caught her
one
off
ready
guard.
for you. I'm so
That one
sorry.
came out of
Well,
left field.
it's that drop
Yeah.
D tuning, you know, because
I'm
like
a kiss
from
of death when it comes to this stuff.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
well, yeah, for me like the drop D tuning stuff is like it's not near
This is all like real music stuff.
it's
that I
not near
can't
as
handle.
intuitive like
And she,
the chords
Kim
and
has
stuff.
an advantage over me in that regard, in that she is doing drop D and all that stuff in regular standard. I've got
Gosh.
this thing pitched down at least a step.
Hey, you got it.
Why you got me on the full thing?
I'm gonna keep you there if you're not good,
Actually-
Jonathan. It's just gonna be you the whole time. There you go. Just do it the
No!
whole time.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
No.
I have all
actually,
the
I wanna ask Bob a
control.
question.
I'm on it.
If I may. Bob, you were talking this week about a couple of visits in June and August coming up.
Yeah.
People coming to see you in Athens.
Yes, I want to not just talk about the visit, but wealth. We're going to have a little visit here. I hope you'll make it, Jonathan. Diane is really pushing, and Diane will be here. And I hope anyone wants to come over from Athens, from Atlanta or anywhere, you're welcome to. And then another event is in late August, and Kim in Atlanta for the weekend, August 28th. Renee's coming down, and I'm hoping Kim will also get a gig at Hendershots in Athens. But that's going to be a part.
Yes.
That's the week. You guys got to come to Athens. You can stay here in my beautiful bed and breakfast. And that's something else I wanted to talk about. Just briefly, Renee.
You got your bus, Bob. You got the bus pass, Bob.
Renee,
He's gonna throw me under the bus. I know it. Don't do
boy.
it. Don't do it.
Anyone who knows me, about 4 years ago, somebody broke in and they took my entire studio and everything, all my instruments and my record collection. And I had a pretty decent studio going on. So, first of all, in meeting and getting in KMH, I started buying equipment again. But Renee has inspired me to develop what we kind of talk about as being a second Laurel Canyon. And it's going to be a place here where musicians, it's going to be a music gathering. I have house for like 20 people, and I'm hoping that when we get the studio going, we can just have weeks where people kind of interact and share and record and write together and just be real loose and allow this to evolve into a more art, including artists as well. So that's coming in the future. When she comes down here, I'll record it. I'm going to roll the bus over her.
Throw me under the bus.
Everyone
else is. It's all right. But this is like KMH, the non-virtual version almost, right?
Yeah.
So there's KMH, and then there's like this Beach Haven, within an hour and a half of each other, really, geographically. But yeah, like imagine all this stuff. Like imagine like a BLT, and then it's at Beach Haven, but then you could also broadcast it onto KMH, so you can still do both. Isn't that cool?
Yes. I've dreamed of in-person BLT shows. Like I want y'all to just picture a BLT show at the fucking 40 watt. Get that image circulating in your mind. Oh god.
Oh, it's gonna happen for real.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like fun. I mean, jam sessions and recording and creating new material, and again, this week they've approved the Pfizer vaccine for kids 12 to 15. So I hope to have my daughter vaccinated by mid-June, and I'm working on it right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
see? Then we'll all see things are going to open
again,
up.
I'm hoping to get up there to meet all you guys.
Oh, wow. This is so cool. And when I see the pictures coming in of like Sylvia and Tom, and all these people meeting each other, and Kim and Diane and all these people all coming together, and I'm so jealous. I get so mad. I'm like, why are they not there? Why?
Yes. Renee,
Why?
I'll tell you what. Renee, I tell you what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Me and you are gonna get to Athens, and then we're gonna
Mhm.
have Bob nail our feet to the ground so we can't come back.
No, we're gonna do the stocks. Put you in the stocks. You know, remember
Right.
the people with the chain and the. Okay, that's what it is. That's before your time, Jonathan. You're too young to know
Explain
Okay,
it to
we're going a little dark here,
Explain it.
guys.
That is a bit dark.
Oh,
I just
is
like
it-
this idea of like Bob.
I
By the
just had a
way,
bad visual of Bob coming downstairs to feed you all.
Oh,
There's gonna be like Silence of the
no,
Lambs.
no.
Here,
No,
drink some
Bob
gruel.
Ross's family owned the biggest private estate in all of Athens. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's right, it's a huge deal. So this prime real estate, and he's kept it up, and it's important to his family. And so they're going to have an amphitheater there. They're going to do movies there. They're going to have a studio. It's a whole thing.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
very
That's
nice.
amazing.
it's a big deal. Yeah, they're working on it, and
it's not.
I get little
It's not
pictures.
going to be a private event. Just that I don't have parking and facilities for hundreds of people, so it's always going to be a small gathering of people, 50 to 100. I'm taking off so ugly. Thanks.
Come on! Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare! I'll
Well,
put the
and we'll
Maryland
talk
wig on.
comedy
Here we
too.
go.
You know, I can hook
Yeah,
you up with the
okay.
different comics that can come in, and perform.
Yeah,
So,
comedy. Yeah.
I'm going to be trying to pull in more comics to the show in the near future, and
Oh,
we're going to
that's
try
wonderful.
to open that up to everybody as well.
Oh,
That's so
gonna be
cool.
fun.
I used to do a show before everything shut down. Well, this was several years ago. I did a show downstairs at the Star Bar when I lived in Atlanta called Ha Ha La La, and it was 2 singer-songwriters and 2 comedians. We should bring that back and do like a Ha Ha
It
La La
mixes
show.
well.
Really
The two
good.
mix
Yeah.
very well,
I love
Yeah.
that.
no doubt.
No, it was so fun.
Ha ha
Okay.
la la. That's so cool.
Are you ready to do another song for us? Have you picked something else?
Oh, I can do another one. Yeah, Renee requested this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Love this one.
I hope
And Jonathan,
I hope I'm in close enough to.
Come on.
Oh God, I know, Jonathan. I'm so sorry. I'm like,
It's
Renee
all right,
requested
it's
this
all
one, so this one I will play.
You don't
But
want
Jonathan-
yours, Jonathan.
I played this
Jonathan,
one.
you're going to get a dedication in the very near future.
Yes, absolutely. I play this song every time I play out. This is usually
So
my
good.
set closer. This is called 7-Year Sentence. It's not about someone dying. I say that and then I think of the first line of it. Anyway, here it goes.
Way to go.
I'm going to hell, but my friends are there, so it won't be lonely. I'm going to hell, where everyone cares, 'cause everyone knows me. Well, I'm trying to make sense of all the consequences of burning down bridges and fences we mended. I spent the last 7 years just pretending I'm not gonna break your heart. I'll see you in hell, but just walk away. Pretend you don't see me. The stories we'll tell to get through the day, to mask all our grieving. Well, I might have lost sight of what's right and what's honest, devised my own version of keeping a promise. I spent the last 7 years just going to hell.
Wow.
Dang.
Very nice. Very nice.
So good.
Thank
oh my
you.
gosh.
My husband's cooking in the background. I don't know if you. There was all
Yeah, I
this
was
stuff
wondering
I
going
saw
on.
him
what was
earlier,
going on.
sneaking around back
I
there,
was like,
turning off lights
what
and
is
such.
that? It's like a shaker, very
Mark was just
late
like a
and
hate
at
in
the
the
very end of the
background.
song.
There's a gremlin.
That song is just, I just played and cried.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, this show is the first time I've cried this week. Again, it's just been a while, and it really didn't hit me until just now. And so, thank you very much for that. We were talking in the green room, and you saw that my painting had gotten to Diane Marie.
Yeah.
I painted Tom Petty, and I also got a little painting in the mail today.
Oh,
I don't know if you can
From
see
LA
this.
Jones.
oh, it's from
That's the
LA
LA
Jones.
Jones. She painted this particularly for me. It's a different color scheme than she's used to. It's a wishing tree.
Wow.
There's a better shot of it.
Oh.
And so she put a lot more red and yellow into it because I actually went to the wishing tree in Hong Kong with my wife, and I wished for my wife actually. And you're supposed to take it. There's an orange with a red ribbon wrapped around it, tied to like a little scroll, and you have to throw it up in the tree and get it over one of the branches. And I did it on the first shot.
Oh wow.
That's
which is like
amazing.
almost unheard of.
Oh my god.
So yeah, there's a lot of orange juice around there, and but I did it in the first shot. So
Wow.
of course I got Tina from that too, so I kind of double got my wish, and so it was very nice that she painted this for me. This is the medium sized one, I think.
Yeah,
That's
it's a little
really
bigger
cool.
than the
Came with little
Oh wow.
little easel to put it on.
Oh wow.
Perfect.
There it is. So, just wanted to show that. She sent me a few decals and stuff as well. So thank you, LA Jones, if you're watching. If you're not, you can catch it in rerun, I hope.
Somebody tag LA Jones. Somebody tag LA Jones.
Yeah, LA. If for those of you who don't know about her, that art that you see, that dot work art, I applaud her so much for doing that because that's so meticulous and so time consuming. And but
it does take a long time. Yeah, it took her several weeks to do that. Actually,
Yeah, I watched her.
And that's a small one.
Does that?
Yeah.
But it's called dottalism. She won't call it pointillism because that even takes longer. So she calls it dottalism. And the dots are a little bigger.
So beautiful.
So again, it was just nice that it came today, of all days, and I just wanted to share that. So, Renee, would you like to sing a song?
Sure. Let me do Hurricane Floyd, since we're talking a lot about Athens, and it was written in Athens. And I think I remember Hillary always commenting on this one. So let me do that. Do you guys want to stay on the screen while I play, or do you? Okay,
Sure.
that'll be fun. That'll be cool.
Mute me so I can play my harmonica without.
Oh, okay. I'll mute you. I don't want to, but I have to because of the lag. Yeah, so I have to.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Okay, let's see. I haven't sang since Hillary went. I just couldn't do it live. I don't know.
Same.
It just felt weird.
Same.
Yeah, it felt weird. So it's not going to be my
This
best
is healing.
performance. This is healing. Yeah, it's for the whole community.
Her spirit is still with us, and it will carry on.
Yeah.
We will carry on with her with us.
The God's honest truth is this: doing this right now, it feels like there's 40 tons off my shoulders.
Oh, well, that's great. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
That's good.
That's really, really, really
That's what I was hoping.
Let me take out my echo cancellation. If my voice is weird, just somebody let me know. And what about, how's my audio? Should I be louder or softer?
You should be a little louder.
A little louder, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, what about up to here? And then,
there we go.
is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so, and I'm going to leave y'all here. And Bob, I want to see you on that harp, okay?
Yes.
just might today. Forget my own lyrics here. And if you leave the lights on, baby, stop on by. Tonight's gone on too long and don't lie. The possibilities are bound so high, your friends don't seem to care. The future is 3,000 miles away. You've always believed in yesterday. The clerk you just met is going home. You never felt this alone before. Your head is heavy and old. Your feet are coming off at the knee. But if you leave the lights on, Hillary, stop on by. Tonight has gone on too long and don't cry. You just wanna live and be, but the world always takes something. There's nothing quite as beautiful as the dirt outside your window. Yesterday tastes so good, but you said more than you should. Tomorrow takes you by surprise, and today's locked in your eyes. And if you leave the lights on, Hillary, stop on by. Tonight has gone on too long and I won't lie. And if you leave the lights on, baby, stop on by. Tonight has gone on too long for you and I. Everything they say is fantasy. If only the loud fans could let you think. If only you had one moment to think, everything will set itself straight. And if you leave the lights on, I need something but tears in my eyes, baby. Leave the lights on, stop on by. And if you leave the lights on, we need something but tears in our eyes, baby. Leave the lights on, it'll bring us some peace.
Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you so much.
Unbelievable.
And thank you, Bob, and thank you, Kim, for coming on the show. Is there
so
anything
much.
that you would like to plug on our way out? Is there any shows coming up? Or I know we got meetings hopefully in June and August that we're going to meet up with everybody, I'm hoping. Anything coming up more before then?
Yeah, I'll be in Atlanta in June 18th for a used to do a show called the Atlanta Old Girls Club, and it's a women's in the round show that I'm doing at Red Light Cafe.
Awesome.
And
Is it gonna be on video for those of us who can't get there?
yeah, Red Light. They broadcast all their shows on their Facebook page, so I assume that'll still be happening. But Diane's up there with me, and Wendy.
Oh, great.
Demond.
Renee, turn your echo thing back on.
And Georgie Harris is, which some of you might remember. Georgie's played on Kimono a couple times, so I'm super excited about that. So yeah, I mean that's a good thing to plug. But I want to make sure I tell Renee how much I love that song that you just
thank
played.
you.
I
Yeah.
love that one. That's fantastic.
I was
Thank
singing
you.
along.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I was thinking about Hillary. She always liked that one. That one was written down in Athens, Georgia, on North Church Street, right near Hill Street, right near where your people have family is.
That's right.
Property
That was
down
there.
Now, Bob, what is the name of your bed and
Thank you.
breakfast in Athens so we can look for it?
Okay, so well, the whole estate is Beach Haven, and my bed and breakfast is called Brookside. If you go to Airbnb and look for a place that will house 14 people, there's only like 3 of us. So,
Okay.
but the house, a lot of fun. Right now, I have a group of people here, 9 people for a graduation, and everybody loves the place. They just like it's not a modern house. It's an older house, but it's set up right beside a creek, just over a creek. And oh my God, I can't wait for you all to hang out on this.
Sounds wonderful.
It is.
Again, thank you all so much. Just remember, everybody, we can keep smiling. We can keep playing. Hillary would have wanted that. Okay?
Yeah.
And you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. We brought joy back into our lives tonight.
Love everybody.
Love
Thank you so much.
Love
Thank you to
guys.
KMH, Kim Ware,
care.
Andy Gish, BLT every
Yes.
Wednesday. It's casual on Tuesdays. Bob
Awesome.
One hit
Ross.
wonderful Thursdays.
One hit wonderful.